How you doing?
Good. How about yourself?
Good to see you, buddy. It's been a while.
Yeah, it's been a little while.
Were you in Scotland recently? Did I see that?
I was in Scotland in when was that? September, I think.
Okay.
I think I reposted another photo that
Ah,
it kind of seemed like I was in Scotland again,
I'm
and
like, how
but
many
I
times this
wasn't.
guy going to Scotland? I know you got the groundskeeper Willie thing going on here, but
Yeah, I mean, those are my people.
oh man, have you been everywhere yet? Where haven't you been? Have you been enjoying traveling the world?
I have been. I was actually enjoying. I basically had like 3 months home, which is like unheard of since I started doing this thing full time. And so I think the last trip I'd done was I think I was in Nashville last, was home November, like mid-November. And
Right?
then I was home for Christmas. And then until 2 weeks ago, I just got back from Nashville last night. So I was back in Nashville for a couple weeks. But honestly, it was nice being home for a little bit. I needed that for a little while. And but yeah, back at it and was yeah, back down to Nashville for a couple weeks and just coming up with some new songs and a bunch of meetings and everything. And yeah, now I'm ripping and roaring, ready to go.
Awesome. Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, I'm the same way when I travel. I can't. I hate living out of a suitcase. I'd rather go home and just live out of my laundry basket.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Yeah, I can't. Like I'm supposed to be getting used to that, but the suitcase thing still just kills me. It's so annoying.
It
Everything's
is.
always wrinkled.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I was gonna say, like, do you do so when an artist is traveling around like that? I mean, currently where you are you? Do you have to do your own laundry someplace? Like, do you have to stop, when if you're on like an extended getaway? How does that work?
Yeah, like when I'm in Nashville, I normally have like a spot that has like laundry and stuff in it. So
Yeah.
if I'm somewhere like that for a while, like my clothes are all hung up and I'll do laundry and all that stuff. But the tough thing is like on a bus. Like I'm about to go on a bus for a month through April, and it's like I, a lot of the time you don't have a space that you can do laundry. So sometimes like a
Yeah.
venue will have it. Sometimes you get like day hotels so that we can, go shower and everything and
Otherwise, it's
and
you in a public
clean
washroom.
up.
Otherwise, it's you in a public washroom
Yeah,
with your underwear under a tap.
washing my undies. Yeah, exactly.
Can you imagine?
Some like there's been sometimes like if the hotel doesn't have like laundry and stuff, like I'll just like wash in the bathtub.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You bring like some Tide Pods or something, and you just like bathtub laundry. That's it.
Well, when you're down in Nashville,
Rock stars.
you got friends you can hang out with now down in Nashville, right?
Oh yeah. Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
people you can
Wow.
stay with. I'm sure they have washing machines.
Yeah, there's some washing machines down there. Yeah, the I right now I've been just like staying in Airbnbs when I'm down in Nashville. So I've made the mistake of getting ones that don't have washer and dryers, but now I've learned better and
Have you
learned
had
from our
any bad
mistakes.
experiences with that? I don't go to hotels anymore. I only do Airbnbs, and I haven't had a bad experience, but I've had suspicious experiences where something doesn't quite feel right, but it's like I'm still paying pretty cheap, and I'm happy with that part of it. No bad experiences.
uh no, not bad experiences. I've had it pretty good.
Good. Okay.
The one I was just in, it was so bizarre because like you would hear people talking and like so I was basically in like a townhouse, but
Yeah.
there was two entrances. One would go downstairs to a suite and one would go up. And
Yeah.
I was in the downstairs suite. And for like a week, there's somebody else upstairs, and I hear people talking, I hear them walking, uh, and it was like always in the middle of the night. And we're like, what the
Oh.
heck? And I would see lights go on and off, never saw one person. So I was like, I think I'm living in a haunted house.
That's so funny because that was my experience at my last one at the CCMA Awards in Hamilton.
Really?
I was exactly in that situation. I'm like, I kept saying hello because it sounded like there was somebody creeping up the stairs because I was in the upper part of the house, and I
Right.
would hear voices, and then I would creep down and I wouldn't see anybody. Be like, "What is going on?" I said to my wife, "I think this place is haunted."
Yeah, maybe we were staying in the same place and we just didn't see.
We were in the same, you were in the other room. So fun.
Yeah,
I thought the music sounded familiar coming out of that room. Your
yeah,
first Juno Award nomination, Country Album of the Year. That's pretty good.
dude, it's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was not expecting that because like when the submissions go in, like when your team puts submissions in, like that's months ago. So
Yeah.
like you never think that. Like I wasn't expecting. I also didn't know this was when they were doing the nominations, and so my manager she calls me and she's like, "Hey, can you go on FaceTime?" And I was like, "No, I'm in my truck. I'm driving." And she's like, "I want to see your face for this. Can you go on FaceTime?" And I was like, "Oh no, what did I do?" But she's like, "No, no, nothing. Just I want to see your face for this." And so I pulled into like a Timmy's parking lot and went on FaceTime. I was like, What's up?" And she's like, "I don't know if you've seen, but like, congratulations, you got your first Juno nomination." I was like, "What the hell?" So
Yeah.
it was pretty cool. I was not expecting that. And then finding out, like I was watching the actual like them reading the names and everything, all the nominations. I was like, oh man, I'm in this category with a bunch of my buddies. Like this is great.
Yeah, pretty good
So
names too. Like Brett Kissel and Dean Brody, I think is in that category too,
Dean
right?
Brody,
And
yeah, James Barker, Jade.
right, yeah, that's a
Yeah,
star-studded lineup. To see your name right there alongside those guys, that's awesome, man. Good job.
absolutely. Yeah,
Well
and like
deserved.
it's cool too because we're all texting each other and hey, congratulations, guys. And I texted Jade. I was like, hey, I'm gonna kick your butt in this, but no,
Hey,
he'll probably
listen,
win. But
it's been crazy because as been established now, as an independent artist, your first two songs went number one. No Canadian country act had ever done that before in Canada, and you've had several more top 10 hits, and now you've got the power of a major label behind you. Congratulations on that. What does that mean for you?
thank you. Yeah, it's I don't know. I'm figuring this all out. It's yeah, I've got my team R Live Management who their mother company's Republic Live, which is Boots and Hearts, and they've obviously got a good name for themselves. Always the family's just great that runs the company, and they just do business well. And so yeah, they trusted me as their first artist signing to the management company, which is pretty cool. And yeah, and ended up snagging a spot with Orchard Music, which is through with Sony. And so yeah, it's just it was so cool to see teams like put up their hands and want to work with me
Yeah.
and join me in this crazy journey putting out new music and everything. And so uh yeah, I think honestly like it I'm really proud of what we've done and where I've gotten to. And there's a lot of people that played a lot of big parts in that. And but I'm excited to go, you know, this feels like a new chapter for me. And so we're calling it Tyler Joe 2.0. And
Yeah.
it feels like it's a next chapter and it feels like I'm just gonna try to go bigger and better. So that's all I can do.
Well, I can tell you Sony's working their butts off for you because I've had like at least two emails, maybe three every single day this week about the new song. So they're pushing it hard, buddy. They're pushing it hard. Tell us about
Oh,
the new
good. They just
single.
harass people.
That's right. That's right. That's right. They got more. The difference is they have more people to do that. What's the
Right.
what's the new song about? Tell us about this new single that's out.
Yeah, Broken Man is this is one that I came up with the idea for it and like the hook for it, which is it's praying that you'll change and hoping that you can. These are the good intentions of Broken Man. And I came up with that idea and knew that there was something cool about it, something special. And I was like, man, like I know I need to hear a song like that. And so I brought it into a songwriting session with Rita Isbell and Blake Bollinger, two great writers. And um, I remember bringing up the idea, and you go through different like, hey, anybody got some ideas they want to write? And I brought this concept of Broken Man. And I was like, I got this. Like, does this interest you guys? And I'll never forget what they said to me. They said, "Do you got anything else?" And I was like, "Oh, I beer, trucks, girls. I don't know. What do you want?" And they're like, They're like, dude, we're screwing with you. Like, we love the idea. And I was like, oh my gosh. Like, these
Funny
guys
thing,
have some good hit. These guys have some good hits. So I'm like, oh, I think that day Reed had the #1 in the US with Kind of Love We Make with Luke Combs
right?
and their hunting buddies. And I was like, whatever you say, whatever you want to do. But no, they love the idea. And so we chased it. And man, the idea that I brought, like, it just transformed into something even better than I thought it was going to be with these guys. And the whole point is like, man, this day and age, like, there's so much pressure in the world to be perfect, and that sucks because the reality is that we're not, and we never will be. And so we're human, like that's just reality. And so this song is kind of going in a world that there's so much pressure to be perfect. Like, it makes us want to hide away and run away from, our past and our mistakes and whatever. And but the song is kind of talking about taking these things head on to try to overcome them, get past them, and be a better person through them, coming out the other side. And so there's that, and there's the accountability part of it, but also like just learning to give yourself a break sometimes.
Yeah.
Because I know that I'm in my life, like, yeah, I'll be the first one to hold my own stuff above my head and not let it go. And I don't listen to myself. So I got to write about it and put it in songs I have to sing over and over again. So it gets stuck in my head. But this was one of those songs that I was like, I think I'm writing to myself. And I needed to hear that because I think I do have to give myself a break sometimes. And I figured if I need to hear that, I'm probably not the only person. And so
No,
we're
man.
hoping that this resonates with some other people as well.
Yeah, yeah. Sometimes I just lock myself in the bathroom for like an hour and just contemplate life and relax and try to ground myself, get away from
Yeah, absolutely. That's the best place for it too.
it. Is sometimes it is also a good place to get creative. I find strangely.
Yeah, yeah.
Good to see you, buddy. Good to see you. I hope we have you back down here Windsor way real soon. And in the meantime, good luck with everything happening here with the new music. We're very excited to be playing the new song here very soon, I'm sure, and everybody's going to get a chance to hear it. Good to see you. Okay.
Oh, I appreciate that. Thank you very much.
Take care, Todd.
You too, man. Thanks for having me. Anytime.